Crooks are targeting tourists and locals alike with an emphasis these days on smartphones. Fox 17 News' Kylie Walker live downtown on Broadway with more on the problem and some advice on how people can protect their device.
Well, it's not entirely a new problem. People working down here on Broadway tell me it's an issue that seems to be getting worse. Some of the doormen even having to tell the patrons to keep their valuables close by before they enter the bar. Nashville women are sounding the alarm after falling victim to theft in Lower Broadway. Kayla Watson is one of them. She was partying at Jason Aldean's last weekend when her phone ID and debit card were taken from her pocket.
I know it happens, but I feel like it was just so easy for it to happen and no one around saw it or noted.
And Watson soon found out she's not alone. Her post on social media generated dozens of comments from people with similar stories. Some with phones in their pockets, while others were taken from a purse.
They said that it happened to them and their phone popped up in China a couple of weeks later, and then that they try to hack into their bank accounts and stuff. So I'm just worried that in a couple of weeks, I might have something like that happen.
And Logan Nichole, a downtown bartender, tells me that thieves are getting more tech savvy.
So the last person that I saw it happened to, this person knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what to do as soon as they had the phone in their possession. They took it, they immediately disabled all the right things. So there's no finding it.
Nichole is urging people to stay alert and to travel in groups. She believes there truly is safety in numbers. Now, I reached out to Metro Police to find out if crime stats support what we're being told. I also asked for police reports associated with 3 popular downtown bars since the start of this year. However, I'm still waiting to hear back. So how do you protect yourself? Well, Nichole says she has a few good tips. You could put your smartphone, if you are wearing boots, into your boot here so that it's harder for a thief to bend down and grab it. You could also put it in your coat if you do have any pockets inside. That way your phone is not on the outside.
Metro school support staffers are demanding more money. They say they can no longer afford to live in this town on what Metro schools are paying. Fox 17 News' Caitlin Miller's live now at a school in North Nashville with more on why these raises really could make or break the school system.
Scott, there was a support staff shortage during the height of the pandemic, and now people are leaving because of pay. I spoke with a cafeteria manager, and she told me she's fed up.
Kelly Lawrence is a cafeteria manager at Metro's Cresswell Middle Prep School.
I worked there 30 years, and I just now barely make $30,000.
She has 3 kids to support and a home to maintain, and the cost of living in Nashville has skyrocketed in recent years.
Like, they really don't care. They can care if I survive or don't survive.
And Lawrence isn't alone. The Service Employees Union Local says 80% of Metro support staff makes under $40,000 a year, and 65% make less than $30,000. Lawrence says most of her employees work 3 to 4 jobs to survive.
So in this new budget, will you be able to get the support staff raises?
Well, we're working on that right now. Stay tuned to the state of Metro. I need a revenue estimate, of course, from the city, how much money is coming in so that we can give it out.
So I pressed the mayor again.
So it's not a guarantee, but it's being considered.
Yes. I mean, it's all part of the process. I'm not going to pre-announce my budget.
Lawrence says this should be a guarantee because she considers support staff essential personnel. They're the ones who feed, protect, and clean up after our children.
Well, trying is not good enough anymore. Trying is not getting us what we need. We need somebody who's going to do something for us.
If they don't, Lawrence says the city is going to have an even bigger problem: how to keep the schools running without them.
Residents say it's still inconsistent, with some going weeks between trash pickup when the trash right across the street at their neighbor's house is picked up. Fox 17 News' Erica Glover live in North Nashville tonight after asking the mayor's office if homeowners should count on these delays just being the norm. Erica.
Well, Stacey, homeowners that I spoke with say they understand that the company that Metro signed a contract with, Red River, to pick up trash has filed for bankruptcy. But what they don't understand is why, when there's an emergency vendor in place and crews are working extra hours, the job still does not seem to be getting done.
the street. It looked like a city dump.
Helen Stallings has called South Nashville's Sadler Avenue home for 52 years, never dealing with trash pickup delays until now.
I called Metro. I told them that their trash had been sitting here. This is the third week.
Neighbors complain of overflowing bins and worries over rodents.
Very frustrating because rats.
David Johnson says right across the street are homeowners who did not have to wait as long to get their cans emptied.
Recently, it just started to be this street, and all the streets around it were taken care of. It was like, this isn't a staff issue or a mechanical issue. You're just skipping our street, our little dead-end street here.
Fox 17 News continuously questioning Mayor John Cooper about this issue. Listen to his response on March 3rd.
We've also heard some concern from residents that we've got trash issues.
The bankruptcy of Red River, our private vendor, really left us pretty exposed, but we are filling that gap and I think making a big difference in trash.
Johnson emailed the mayor's office Tuesday about his dead-end street being ignored.
I reached out to the mayor's office out of frustration, total frustration, right, saying, tell us something.
Tonight, he's still waiting on a reply. But some good news. Crews have emptied his bins. The question is, will it take another round of emails and calls next week?
I just want them to pick the trash up for everybody. You know, that's what we signed up for when we live here in Nashville, right? That's what we pay for.
Hoping they aren't waiting until April for crews to return.